Yo, 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 what up? What up? What up? Yo, yo. Cool, we're in frame. We're in frame. Watching Bentley Blaze.
Damn, that is nice and milky. Hell yeah. Ooh. And I can also taste the wax from the diamonds that the weed's coated in. This isn't the first smoke of the day for me this morning. I had like this much of a blunt left from last night. Finished that bitch. Oh my god. I also made a tattoo appointment this morning. I'm so fucking pumped. I'm trying to get LA for summer. So I'll be doing that soon. I have so many dope ideas. I've been doing a lot of traveling. I'm sorry for not posting as much on YouTube, you guys. As you guys know, I had a surgery last month on my appendix, exactly a month ago, from like yesterday. So I healed pretty good from that. I mean, for anyone wondering, I healed really well actually, and pretty quick. I really had any, issues from that. And I'm so grateful for my health. It was my first ever surgery. Like I said, I was scared, and it puts life into perspective when you have something like randomly go wrong, like that. It's really important.
There's something we could talk about. Is surgery. I've been through some surgeries. I think I had like an anal surgery one time. And I also had a nose surgery or ear surgery when I was like a little boy that I don't remember. I have what other surgeries? I'm hoping that it was only those two. I can't remember if there were more. But yeah, having surgery is something I don't want, and like lately I've been feeling really internal, and like the ways I feel internal aren't always like positive. Like I'd rather just stay in this area and be like, hey, hi, how's it going? And not have like any responsibility to organize people's behavior in the way that it like shines. Like I see people really shine, and like it's crazy like the way that I get told to like shut up and like take space to let other people have what they want to do instead of making everything all about me. I have to like wait for consequence is what I just heard. So yeah, I mean those abilities of like hearing and seeing and knowing are there. I think for me, I'm more of a knower. When I hear, I think it's too much for me, and I kind of try to like block it out. And when when I was young, I used to see stuff, mostly in my dreams, and that's kind of stopped since I've gotten older. I do have complicated dreams sometimes, dreams of like being trapped in psych wards, and I have dreams of like saving people, and I have dreams of like working out, and but like hard, like parkour, like, and I have dreams of like my family, and I have dreams of, I have a lot of weird dreams. But anyways, the whole point of that was I can't even remember what the whole point of that was. I think that I started with the idea of surgery and having surgeries, and wondering if anyone could relate to having surgeries. And then I thought, I can't be thinking about myself all the time. It's just selfish, such a selfish fucking selfish bastard. Physically affects you. But I mean, aren't you glad they like invented editing so you can like redo all this nonsense as I talk to myself, but no, I'm not gonna redo it. I'm just gonna leave it up there raw for everybody to see because this is what I wanted. I actually just wanted to smoke a little bit from here with you guys. Yeah, let's see what happens.
I know I smoke like weed a lot and stuff like that, but I am a healthy person. Like I eat healthy, cook for myself. I go on a ton of exercises, as you guys know, and I drink a ton of water. I don't, do any like red meats or anything like that. I take a lot of things into consideration within my life as far as like my health goes, and surgery is scary. So it's important, y'all. You can smoke weed and still be healthy. You don't have to be lazy. I've heard so much shit about people who smoke weed, like saying they're lazy, they're unhealthy, it's not a good vibe. I think it's a fucking cool vibe.
I think it's a cool vibe too. I think it's cool. I think you can smoke weed and not be healthy, but I think it's hard to smoke weed and not get taken advantage of because it's like when you are happy and then people see that you're happy, just straight from your gums. You say whatever the fuck they gotta say about themselves. Meanwhile, in your heart, you saying the same goddamn things then. And later things comprehend that you don't give a motherfucker about that goddamn motherfucking ass shit. No, you don't give a shit about that shit. Man, exactly. Like, hello, you're worthy. Like, keep going. Whatever you're looking for is not what I'm looking for.
I mean, look at this. This looks so fire.
So that's kind of how I process things, right? Like, super fast. And I just think it's crazy how a lot of these people on YouTube develop, like, the skills to talk through that stuff. Like, when people say be aware of your feet, it's like, they're gross. They're human feet. Like, I'm a human, like, and so many things just are fine, right? Because I'm happy. But, you know, Teal Swan, she talks a lot about, like, psychology tricks and shit like that. And, like, in this space that I'm in, where, like, I think of, like, myself, like, up here, I just, like, I get, distraught because I'm, like, so close to other people who hate me for who I am. And I don't know what to tell them other than, like, here I am. Like, you're gonna use me anyways, so why don't I use you the way that you use me, right? And they're like, yeah, sure, whatever. But it doesn't fix the situation, you know? And I'm just thinking exactly, like, go ahead, do whatever you want to fucking do. It's literally what you want to do. Like, I'm not a part of it. Like, if you use my mind to your advantage, you have to realize, like, you're gonna be advantaging me in the same exact way. And that goes for all of us, you know? Like, that's a huge thing that I've learned in astrology and, like, the distraught astrology, you know, me being a Cancer rising, like, I want to just, like, attend to people's awareness and I want to be mindful, but I also, like, I'm my own person and, like, it's hard for me to stay quiet when people are like, be quiet. I'm like, when you say be quiet, like, psychologically, it makes me want to do the opposite right away. And, like, that's who I am. Like, and that is part of my whole semantics or whatever, and my type A personality that I'm figuring out. I'm figuring out that I'm like a type A, like, I'm very organized and I like to do things quickly. Like, if I have an idea, I'm like, why the fuck not? Can we not do that? If there's resources there, then, like, use the resources, ask for them. And it's just like, it's not even about other people at this point. Like, I could care less what the other people are gonna do. Like, those bridges that you come to when you cross them, like, you just do. You just do. You just cross it when it comes and you hope for the best. And, like, if it brings nothing back, then it brings nothing back. And, you know, like, right now, I'm kind of emotional and I'm feeling like just talking because, like, I feel dirty. Like, I feel surrounded by dirt. I just feel like people put dirt in I put dirt in me voluntarily. My vice is a cigarette smoker, so I'm just putting a hella intent in like my marijuana because like my marijuana is like it goes way back for me, and like I said earlier, I don't think the camera was recording, but I feel like I miss smoking weed with people that I used to smoke weed with like years ago, like the people I've smoked weed with like while I've lived in the shelter I've lived in, like all they do is trade with my mind. It's not like anything. And even with older relationships, like yeah, duh, we moved on, but at the same time it was for like the benefit of that person. Okay? Which is like good for me to realize, right? So yeah. 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 But I don't know. I'm feeling the hanged man here. Anybody who does tarot cards, like that's just the energy that I feel right now. The hanged man. I've been trying to apply to jobs and everything, and like I just can't get my calendar straight. Like I can't get it straight. I cannot get my calendar straight every single time I go to do something. I'm either like lagging or too fast or stuck in like a loop that's like avoiding. I think that's one thing I'm learning slowly through watching certain podcasts is like um, attachment styles. I think if I had one, it'd be avoidant attachment because if I go to astrology again, in my Western astrology, my Venus is in Gemini. And so it's like when I see the sexual side of things, like, yes, I think it's funny. Whatever I'm trying to do right now, I think it's fucking funny, okay? If you want to fucking laugh about it or create more turmoil, then go ahead. Because I am a divinely protected being and you can do nothing to harm me, okay? I was looking for Wawa, like Wada Agua. Anyways, Venus and Gemini is just like I see both good and bad of like sexual relationships. And I think psychotically, I choose the negative because I'm like, no, I just would rather not. And so, like, all my experiences are really desperate and like whatever. But like that's all past. That's why I'm trying to talk to you. That's why I'm trying to connect, like, get through the screen, you know? And yeah, I'm gonna put my shirt back on because I just wanted you guys to like see who I am first. Like this is my skin. Like this is where I live. I live in a little closeted room. It's like it's bigger than the camera screen. I don't know. It's maybe like I can't even do it. I would guess like 5.5 to 6 feet by like 13 or 14 feet. I don't know. It feels like. Um, But yeah, that Venus and Gemini and Western, my whole life, it's made me just feel like, like I've been in one relationship, you could call it, and it was when I was a freshman in high school, and it was for like 2 months, and that was the only relationship that I ever freaking had. And I mean, like, other relationships I've had, they're not like partnerships. They're just like hi, like I see you, goodbye type of relationships. And I'm really kind of over that. And it's kind of hard to even know what I'm into at this point in life. Like I said, I'm trying to get some jobs, but it's been pretty difficult. Calendar, again, all of the things, it's just like when I'm surrounded by so many people, it's hard for me to stay on a routine and stay on like a humble way of living and expressing myself. Um, posture sucks, are things that I hear, But something is just making me activate this channel. Something is not right, and like the lunar eclipse and phases that have happened, I don't, accept any defeat in the negative entities that swarm my potential algorithms. Not of not of fame nor glory. Yes, actually, of fame and glory. But see, I can't even think right now because I did watch the solar lunar eclipse, right? So I heard there's a lot of negative energy attached to that. Actually watching it now, I'm realizing that also it could be true. The opposite, I've heard so many things about like the extinctions of the planet and how, we're headed towards another one because humans are not as smart as they think they are. And I think that's why I like to stare at myself, because like I think like if I can see myself when I'm around other people, then I feel like I know more of the advantage I have and like who I am, rather than like, you know, just fucking walking. Like I could go anywhere and like it's just like people feel like I disrespect them because I have no boundaries, and then like that's the whole fucking point. Like I'm a boundless being. Like where the fuck do you want me to go? You tell me to stay, I'll stay. You tell me to move, I probably won't move unless you touch me and help me to move. Because that's the kind of stubborn person that I am, and yes, that's the kind of psychological game that I would like to play. If you don't take the initiative, it's like you're not gonna get anywhere. And now I'm talking to myself because like that's like the same thing that like keeps coming back. Like if you don't take the initiative, then nothing's gonna work. And so I just don't. With other people. And that's probably fine. You stay single, Stay single. And yeah. I'm gonna stop this and start a new one in a few minutes when I feel like I'm more on track, because when I make these, I'm not thinking of anything in particular to start with. I'm just trying to create, create. I'm just trying to create because put it there. You guys can see this. Maybe I'll clip that ending part out. I think.